Welcome to the Alpha Childcare YouTube channel. This is the lighter side of parenting.
Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If this is the first time we're meeting or you're coming across us, my name's Caroline, she's Yvette, and welcome to Alpha Childcare's Parenting Tips, lighter side of parenting. And what are we talking about today, young lady?
So today we're talking about weaning children.
You heard that? Weaning,
which means when children start to have their solid foods rather than their milk. So it'd be when they start having smooth how.
And I started weaning the children from 4 months. What
That's
did you
what
do?
we did, yeah. We
4 months.
started from 4 months.
But you then came up with a government thing.
It's now
And Yvette's
6
very
months,
intelligent, by the
yes.
way. Oh, God. She Googles every single thing.
I do.
Oh,
Before
she's
Google,
terrible.
I was thick. I didn't know a thing. But
She's
if I
terrible.
ever find out Google's lying, that's it. It's over. I think all these facts I've learned for nothing. Yeah, but now the government says that it's meant to be from 6 months. I don't know. I'm not too sure what it's meant to do to their stomachs. I mean, all mine are quite healthy. They're all weaned at 4 months. So we've got a parent now that's weaning. And
At 4
we
months.
just sort of think,
At
your
4
child,
months, yeah.
you know, we're happy to do that. But I
Yeah.
know that there's some people that would say, oh, what? You're weaning already? You're giving your child food already? But the child is a hungry baby. He needs the food, and every child is different.
Yeah.
Like they're born different weights. So I would think that they need to start weaning at different times. That would be my opinion.
And remember, we keep saying this is our opinion.
Yeah.
This is not no government's opinion. For
It's
us,
not
the
medical,
reason
it's not- yeah.
medical. The reason we're doing this is so you feel confident being the perfect mom, dad, parent that you really are. That's what this is about. This is not about the right or wrong way of doing things. This is like from experience of having children, our children. Between us, we have 8 children and 5 grandchildren. And from our 16 years of working with children,
Yeah, lots of
this
children.
is lots and
Yeah.
lots of children. And we have over 500 parents a week. So, children a week. Hence the reason why this is coming across. And we felt we need to talk about this. Obviously, I'm going to read some statistics and I'm going to try and get it right. Because my YouTube channel guys told me off. Well, not told me off. He said, all right, get it right. Get your facts right. You know, so it's in here. It says 95% of parents have concerns about letting their baby feed themselves with worries of choking and lack of control. Remember, we're talking about winning babies. So even though you're going to be doing that, you've got to do it right. I mean, choking is serious. It's horrific. God forbid. It's a parent's or anyone's worst nightmare, basically. And I mean, obviously, this is not about our nursery, but we would normally cut things into like very small pieces for the babies and there's a right way to cut them as well. So again, as a parent, if you don't know, if you come into any of our settings or if you are around us, we would show you how to do that. It's literally into fours and make it very tiny. And that's really important for babies.
It's pureed, so it's not even cut, it's pureed. So that, you know, because obviously the reflexes aren't
as
same.
developed.
They're starting to develop.
So
they've only ever had liquids milk down them.
And I think the other thing I think I was saying as well to you when we had this parent came in and stuff was I think about culture. I think for us, because obviously Nigerian descent, we eat lots of solids, what we call solids. So hence, for me, it was more about making them very soft that the child can swallow easily. And we have what we call, and I think everyone knows because it's sold at most supermarkets, okra, which is very sort of like gooey, and makes the food go down easy. It almost slides down their throat. So that if they're having solids, that's what we would normally give them. But again, we talked about things like baby rice, food with no colour.
Rice,
We talked about food with no colour.
We've got a child at the moment, he won't eat anything green. And
Yeah.
he's literally just started weaning.
Yeah,
Now,
he's
how
only
that
5
child
months.
knows
Yeah.
that colour is green
Yeah.
and that he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, you know.
Yeah.
So we were saying, do they get their own taste even?
Yeah,
the
and that's the thing.
Yeah.
And we actually talked about this, didn't we? Because
Yeah.
I felt that if you fed the baby with whatever you fed the baby with from the onset, they just grow to like it. But because I said, like, for example, my children didn't like carrots. However, I have my friends' children who love carrots and literally live on carrots.
Yeah.
And then because I felt a bit of pressure that my children were not eating carrots, I then introduced, and the kids are going, nah, don't want it. I'm thinking, what's wrong with you? I must be the bad mom. Again,
Shame,
it's not about you.
Bad because your child doesn't eat carrots.
Exactly.
I mean,
Just
really?
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 I think you didn't know that bit, did you?
No,
I've just said it because I tried to
They're
camouflage
not
some
going
of
to see
it.
in the dark. Oh no. They haven't eaten their carrots.
I tried to camouflage some of. I'm like, okay, let's stop that conversation now. And then that came to I'm thinking, I'm not even going to talk about that because then Yvette's going to see me for.
one of my middle child, the middle child syndrome, he used to hide his food behind the wardrobe. He'd take it upstairs to eat, and I don't know what he lived on. So it's like he lived on something. But I'd sort of like be tidying his room. And I think, what's that smell?
Yeah.
So I think right from young, I think children do develop their own taste. So it's not a case of going, as long as they're eating something and they're trying something, then it's not a medical problem. Just let them try what they like and what they enjoy. Don't force them to have what they don't like.
So I've got a quote here that says the very best sign that a baby is ready is when he or she starts to put food into her or his mouth, which she can only do if she has the opportunity to do so. And this actually led Yvette and I to talk about baby-led weaning.
We have had a few parents that have done that. So you literally just put the food in front of them whole. And I mean, my fear is of choking. I think anyone's fear is of choking. And it's just like you're literally not taking your eyes off that child.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I don't know from a parent's perspective, but from my perspective, I'm just like that. Like they give them a big chunk of food, like from 5-6 months.
Yeah.
And it's just like they pick up what they want and they eat.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it is very good, but from a point of view of choking, I was on edge.
Yeah, I think so we're talking from the nursery now. So we had the child came in a few years ago, and I mean, lovely parents, and they had two of their children, and they all went to primary school and stuff from the nursery, which is great. But when the parent came in and said, this is what she does, or this is what they do at home, to us, it's like, what's that? And obviously, thank God for Google, we Googled. But it's having to work in partnership with the parents, isn't it?
100%,
Because I remember one time I actually had to call her and say, Mom, so tell me again, remind me again, what do we need to put on the trigger? Because then the food is limited.
Yeah.
But obviously, we understand reasons why parents do the baby-led weaning. And that's literally because they're very busy, their lifestyle probably, or they just want the child to gain that confidence. So there's lots of ways around it. Because again, if we're talking about child development, we're talking about hand to mouth, movement, fine motor skills and all of that. But, which is great. But I think for a parent, as long as you know the food is soft enough for them to squeeze or to put in their mouth, those are areas that we feel you need to be very confident in to avoid the worst thing around choking and the panic kicks in and so on.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anything else you want to say? Do you want to read that one?
What's
that one saying?
Getting to experience the pure joy of watching your child try different types of food for the first time and watching their facial expressions. I mean, it is a joy when they enjoy something. I mean, we even have in one of our rooms the children, they tried them on lemons. Children's face. But then why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Where does it say that a child or a toddler shouldn't try a lemon?
Yeah.
So I'm watching their faces, but some of them were like, really enjoyed it, didn't they? Yeah. So I think it's just a case
I like the passion fruit thing as well, isn't it? When they tried the passion fruit.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, talking about weaning, this is led us, and I'm sure we're going to do this one in a later day. But again, when parents talk about the fact that their children don't eat vegetables and stuff like that, just find different ways of doing it. But we'll talk about, obviously, children's meals later, not today, but it'll be another subject we'll talk about. But on the whole thing around weaning, just remember the whole point for us talking about this or doing this is around the fact that you
Yeah.
are confident being the mom or the parent that you are. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel you have to start at 6 months or 4 months or what's the right age to start. Really, just do
You know
what's
when
comfortable
your child
for
gets
you.
hungry, when your child is the milk is not filling them up, when they're getting hungry.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I remember we used to put, it'd probably be frowned upon so much now, but right from quite a young age, we used to put baby rice in their bottle to thicken it up. Like
You said that,
their
didn't you?
nighttime bottle,
Yeah.
so that they'd sleep through the night. And that wasn't,
yeah.
I mean, that was told by the midwives back
At
in
the
the
time,
day.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, if your child's not sleeping, put a little bit of baby rice in their bottle from like 2 months.
And if you, I mean, obviously, we're going back.
I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that's what they told us.
We're going back. Yvette's first child is 35 and my first child is 17. So obviously, I didn't have that. But again, that's just different experiences. And I've said this over and over again, that if you have 1,000 parents or mom or dad or parents in the room, you have 1,000 experiences of different experiences that everyone's gone through and advice they've got either from parents or grandparents or from friends and so on, or the doctors and nurses. I mean, we can just go on forever. I mean, my midwife, she would say stuff, oh, it's no big deal. And you think, you know, so, but that's it. Yeah. So I think that's all we have for, on Weaning. Is there anything you want to add?
I think that's it. It's just a case of, you know, when your child is ready, try different foods. Jars of food are absolutely fine. If you're a busy working mum and you're sitting there thinking, oh, when am I going to find the time to cook all these things and freeze them and put them in pots? Baby jars. I must say, honestly, my children lived on them. I didn't have the time.
I must say, it was
didn't have the
tough.
time.
It was tough.
Did you do it? You don't cook. You've never cooked. You've never cooked. So how did you do all this and make baby jars? Oliver did it.
I can't even speak. No, Yvette.
Yes.
If you must know. My children lived on the one from the supermarket.
Yeah, the baby jars. That's what mine did as well. I didn't have time.
But I just felt so incompetent because all of my friends, they had the pots for 3 months and everything was so perfect. And again, this is you're thinking, what's wrong with me? Am I a bad mom?
No,
do I not love my child enough?
You buy the pots, and when they come round, you put the jars into the pots. So they think you're making them all yourself. You go, oh, yeah, I made that today. Look,
well, so maybe if I decide at the age of 48, I want to have more babies.
You know what to do when your friends come round. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I cooked that from fresh. Yes, all done by my own bare hands.
But, yes, so I think, please don't feel incompetent.
Don't feel guilty.
You don't feel guilty.
If you want a jar, give them a jar. So handy when you're out. You just sort of like...
Yeah.
So, don't feel guilty.
And that's a wrap from us. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, subscribe, and we'll see you hopefully.
And if you have any questions for us, if you think we're doing great and you want to see more, send us a comment. Or if you have any topics I like that, Yvette says that. Yes.
We're quite happy to discuss that.
We'll be happy to do that. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.